Hey guys, and welcome to the said video for Scooby-Doo week. So, today's video, we're going to be talking a classic Scooby-Doo movie, and it's classicer than the Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, the Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, another Scooby-Doo movie. I do remember watching a little bit on Cartoon Network, this one where they get in the race and stuff. I do remember seeing this, not watching it beginning to end, because after watching this, I'm like, I don't know if I've seen this beginning to end, but I have seen a lot of pieces of it, so I decided to pick this one, like one I do remember being on Cartoon Network. So, let's jump into it. What is this movie? What do I think about this movie? It's great. It's an older movie, so it is very feels different. Obviously, it doesn't have Fred, Daphne, or Velma in this. Shaggy, Scooby, Scrappy, and also he has a girlfriend in this. So I'm like, I forget her name, but she's in this as well. So I'm like, okay, Shaggy has girlfriends in this movie. This movie, technically Alien Invasion, he hadn't met a girl he likes. And in the Scooby-Doo live action movie, spoilers alert, he has a girlfriend, or has a girl that he likes too. So I was like, well, Shaggy's getting it. Let's jump into this movie. What is this movie about? Scooby and Shaggy, it's about them, and it starts off with them doing like a race thing. And Shaggy winning this race, and then eventually it cuts to Carol Dracula. He's like, hey, the werewolf is gone, he left, and a new werewolf. So he makes Shaggy become like basically sends his two goons, I forget what they're called, Hunch and Bunch, I think that's what the name is, to go and turn Shaggy into a werewolf. So it does that thing with like it takes a couple of tries, but on the last try they get it, turn him into a werewolf, kidnap him. It's like, hey, you have to do your part in this race. If you do, I'll turn you back. And obviously he's lying and all this stuff. And they kind of escape a couple times. Him, Shaggy, Scooby, Scrappy, and the girl, his girlfriend. And obviously they swap out to a new car. But they take the course for a test drive in his car and was able to go through it. And then he goes through the new course. So when he actually does the race, he gets the car, whatever car they gave him, like the Wolf's car, but they modified it so it wouldn't want all the controls are backwards. But eventually Shaggy jumps in and while they're racing and fixes it in the beginning. Also the girl and Scrappy are going ahead of the race. So they can be like, okay, if there's any problems, we can warn you of any traps and stuff. So they kind of do that. So throughout the race, it's then basically the whole movie is just the race and then trying to like, the two are trying to like tell them like ahead of time what's happening. And usually the bad guys always do a trap and they always, stuff happens. Not stuff happens, but you know what I mean. They set up a trap and then always fell somehow in a goofy ass fashion. Old school Scooby-Doo fashion, they always fell and get hurt or whatever. You know what I mean? You kind of get that. This is from 1980s, the late 80s. So this is an older movie. It's great. I love it. It's fun. And eventually at the end of the race, they get the race. He turns back to a human. And then obviously all is fun. That's really all I can say about this movie. It's basically just a big race. And I don't want to get into particularly what happens during the race, like when it comes to each little part. And then there's all the other, like the Mummy, all the other races who are like other monsters, like the Mummy, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde, all that stuff. Who else is in there? There's some other characters, like a character called Swamp Thing, where I'm like, I cannot hear Swamp Thing and not think of the DC comic character, but this is a fun movie if you like the older school Scooby-Doo. And actually, I think I gotta mention this movie because Scrappy's in this movie, right? Who I don't know what the deal with Scrappy is when it comes to do people like him, do people hate him? I know there's the joke in the Scooby last movie and some of the things they did that Bumble Crush Deck where he's treated like not a great character, but I'm like watching this movie and also Ghoul School, spoilers alert. But yeah, I've actually enjoyed Scrappy in both of these movies, this one and Ghoul School. I thought he was fine. I actually liked him. So yeah, I don't hate him as much as anybody else. Actually, I like him if he's done right. I like also how he's the character who's not afraid to like fight and he's not really as scared as like Scooby and Shaggy. Scooby and Shaggy like, we gotta get out of here, and then he's not like scared at all. It's like always ready to fight or like fit up. But like that's kind of fun. I like him. I like Scrappy in these older movies. I think these movies would not be as good without him. So yeah, this is a great classic movie. What do you guys think of Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf? This is a fun movie. I enjoyed it. It's fun. If you like these old school Scooby-Doo movies, you're gonna have a kick out of this. Like I said, late 80s with Scrappy. It's fun. I like it. I have fun. So why do I rate this one? I like these ones. These ones have something about it because of the old school ones. That's an vibe to one I like. I'm giving this one actually, I think it's not an 8. Solid movie. I don't think it's it's great. I really enjoy this 8. I really enjoy this movie. Fun. What you guys think of Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf? Let me know in the comments down below. You guys can always stay epic. I'll see you in the next video, what is tomorrow, for Scooby-Doo week. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.